I didn't have to scream with them at all. They were wonderful. They were some of the nicest clients in all my years in real estate that I ever worked with. They were knowledgeable. If they didn't like a house or a condo, they said, let's just leave. They knew about financing. They were just fun, intelligent people, and I loved working with them.
Okay, great.
Well, Fred has a house in Orlando. He has one in Asheville, North Carolina. Deborah has a house in Bradenton. And Sarasota is more expensive than those two areas. So they were in for a little bit of a shock because our prices have dropped 30% and we have fabulous deals. But Sarasota is the cultural center of the state, so it's a very desirable place to live. We have beautiful beaches, lots of golf courses. And once I took them around and showed them, they got more realistic. One of the biggest things for them is Fred has a big house, and they wanted a condo with about 4,000 square feet. And in downtown Sarasota, looking over the bay, is pretty expensive. It's in the millions. Fred wanted a view of water. That was really important. That was the key thing for him. I want a view of the water. So I found him one in Palmetto, penthouse condo, half the price when they were first developed, 3,800 square feet with views all around, three-sided views of the Manatee River. And they are so excited. That's their new, honeymoon suite. They were aware of the market conditions and how prices had dropped in the last few years to about 31%, because they have dropped where they live too. But they were a little shocked at some of the prices, especially in condos with views of the bay or on the bay, where they expected to get more for their money. But when you're on the waterfront, it costs more. I think one of the Deb and Fred, I'm calling this the Deb and Fred show, and one of the things that made him so unique is it's like a Cinderella story. Fred's wife had passed away 4 years ago, and Deb's husband had passed away 2 years ago. And they're both going through, the emotional turmoil of that. And a nice friend introduced them to each other. And so I went through the process of Deborah dating him and telling me how wonderful he was. And I remember saying to her, Deb, he is smitten with you. I haven't even met him, but he's smitten with you, and he's going to ask the big question. She said, do you really think so? And I said, I know so. So the next time we had lunch, she showed me the rock, and she said, oh, I'm so happy. So they're in love, and they're traveling. And one of the neat things Fred does is every year he has a big pig roast, the Fred Sperry pig roast. He's done it on all the continents. So this year, he and 42 of his friends that go around to all these pig roasts are going to Antarctica in January. And they're going to have a pig roast. He's arranged for the cruise ship to do it there. And then he and Deb are going to China next month for 3 weeks because he used to work there. And then they're going to Vegas, and they're going to stop at the Grand Canyon on the way. Mm-hmm. Well, Fred wants to walk down the Grand Canyon and up the Grand Canyon. He has no clue as how steep that is. And Deb's saying, not me, babe, you go, I'll sit here and watch. I said, Fred, you better take a donkey with you and a guide. They're fabulous. They're so much fun to be with. They're always doing and going and have interesting friends. It was fun. It was very relaxed. I like to be relaxed anyway with my customers, but it was a lot of fun going around with them, and they were very savvy. They knew what they wanted, and they understood the financing aspects. So it was really a nice, easy sale, and one of my nicest customers. Look at this big, beautiful, spacious room. This has the high ceilings that the buying public wants right now. It also has a great living room area for conversation, a super dining room table for entertaining, and look at the game table over here. It also has some very nice built-ins. And best of all, you can see the Gulf of Mexico right over here. I even see some dolphins way in the distance. Look at that pool, the lush landscaping, and even a bikini-clad beauty for the men. Just gorgeous bathroom, light, high ceilings. This is a great walk-in closet with built-ins, and the ladies love the built-ins. Right here we have the toilet, which I like to call the reading room. His and her sinks with the travertine marble floors, and the shower on top of the sinks, and best of all, the jacuzzi bathtub. You could sip Mai Tais and get pruny in that.